Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Now, let's delve deeper into the ways narcissists handle the end of relationships, specifically focusing on how they attempt to maintain control and dominance even when the relationship has ended. Understanding these behaviors can provide significant insight into their manipulative strategies and the emotional turmoil they experience when things don't go their way. One of the core tactics narcissists employ to maintain power is manipulating the timing of events. They are adept at orchestrating circumstances to ensure that they avoid the sting of rejection. By controlling when and how interactions occur, they attempt to protect themselves from feeling exposed or vulnerable. This strategic manipulation serves to preserve their sense of superiority and control over the dynamics of the relationship. For instance, narcissists might initiate a breakup themselves, or they may delay it until they believe they have positioned themselves in a way that minimizes their own perceived risk of rejection. They may also use tactics such as love bombing or guilt tripping to create a sense of uncertainty and insecurity in their partner, thereby making it harder for the partner to leave or to feel confident in their decision to do so. Once a relationship ends, the narcissist's need for power and control often manifests in various destructive behaviors. They may attempt to exert influence through manipulative tactics, such as hoovering, which involves trying to draw their ex-partner back into the relationship. This can include making grand gestures, apologizing insincerely, or creating dramatic scenes to regain control and validate their sense of importance. Moreover, narcissists are known for their inability to handle rejection or failure gracefully. Their extreme need for admiration and validation means that any indication of their diminished status or loss of control is met with intense frustration and anger. When they perceive that they are no longer able to control you, they often react with a sense of being wronged or betrayed. This reaction can lead them to blame you for their dissatisfaction and to view you as the adversary responsible for their unhappiness. The narcissist's reaction to the end of a relationship is characterized by a profound sense of betrayal and indignation. Despite their previous wrongdoings, such as lying, cheating, or devaluing their partner, they project their own failings onto you. They may start to believe that they are the true victims and that your decision to end the relationship is the cause of their suffering. This skewed perception reinforces their sense of being wronged and fuels their anger and resentment towards you. Understanding the mentality of narcissists is crucial, as their behavior is often driven by a profound lack of self-awareness and a deep-seated need for external validation. They are typically uninterested in anything beyond their own desires and needs. By recognizing this, we can better navigate interactions with them and protect ourselves from their manipulative tactics. Narcissists often resort to various manipulative strategies to protect their fragile egos when confronted with their shortcomings or when their demands are not met. Techniques such as gaslighting, manipulating reality to make you doubt your own perceptions, are commonly employed to deflect responsibility and reinforce their victim narrative. These tactics serve to divert attention away from their own failings and to maintain their control over the situation. Their need for attention and validation drives them to react aggressively when they feel that they are not receiving the admiration they believe they deserve. This can lead to dramatic displays of emotion, spreading of gossip, or attempts to undermine others in order to regain the spotlight and bolster their self-esteem. Despite the damage they cause to relationships, narcissists are often skilled at defending their actions and portraying themselves as the hero, even when they are clearly in the wrong. This lack of self-awareness and inability to reflect on their behavior makes it challenging to deal with narcissists effectively. They rarely learn from their mistakes or make sincere efforts to change their behavior. Their attempts to mend relationships are frequently undermined by deep-seated anger and a desire for revenge, resulting in a cycle of bitterness and manipulation. In summary, understanding how narcissists respond to rejection and the end of relationships is key to navigating interactions with them. By recognizing their manipulative strategies and emotional reactions, we can better protect ourselves from their damaging behaviors and maintain our own emotional well-being. As we continue exploring the dynamics of narcissistic behavior, particularly in the context of relationship breakups, it's essential to understand how narcissists attempt to retain control and influence even after the relationship has ended. This knowledge is vital for anyone who has been involved with a narcissist, as it can help in navigating the aftermath and protecting oneself from further manipulation. Narcissistic manipulation of timing and control. One of the most striking tactics employed by narcissists is their manipulation of timing and circumstances to safeguard their sense of control. When a relationship is on the brink of ending, narcissists will often take deliberate actions to ensure they are shielded from the sting of rejection. They might initiate the breakup themselves, or they could delay it to a moment that seems most advantageous for them. This careful orchestration helps them maintain an illusion of power and prevents them from experiencing the vulnerability of outright rejection. For instance, a narcissist might choose to end a relationship right before a significant event or holiday, thereby setting up a scenario where they can portray themselves as a victim of unfortunate timing rather than accepting responsibility for the breakup. Alternatively, they may use guilt tripping or love bombing to keep their partner emotionally entangled, making it harder for the partner to leave or to feel confident in their decision. Hoovering and other manipulative tactics. Once the relationship ends, narcissists often resort to manipulative tactics like hoovering to pull their ex-partner back into their orbit. Hoovering is named after the vacuum cleaner, symbolizing the narcissist's attempt to suck their former partner back into the relationship. This tactic can involve a variety of behaviors, such as making grandiose gestures, apologizing insincerely, or creating dramatic scenes designed to elicit sympathy or rekindle the emotional connection. The goal of hoovering is to regain control and validation by pulling their ex-partner back into a dynamic where the narcissist remains at the center. Even if the narcissist's apologies or promises seem genuine, they are often just a strategic ploy to reestablish their influence and continue their cycle of manipulation. Reaction to rejection and loss of control. Narcissists have a profound difficulty handling rejection and failure due to their intense need for admiration and validation. When they perceive that they are losing control or not receiving the adulation they believe they deserve, their reaction is often characterized by frustration, anger, and a sense of betrayal. This reaction is exacerbated by their inability to accept any form of criticism or failure. When you, as the ex-partner, refuse to play along with their manipulative games or fail to provide the attention they crave, it can lead to a significant emotional upheaval for the narcissist. They might react by blaming you for their dissatisfaction, viewing you as the antagonist who has wronged them. This misplaced blame allows them to continue avoiding responsibility for their actions and reinforces their victim narrative. Projection and victimization. The narcissist's tendency to project their own flaws and wrongdoings onto others is a critical aspect of their behavior. Despite their previous acts of lying, cheating, or devaluing their partner, they often reframe the situation to present themselves as the true victim. They might accuse you of causing harm or being unjust, even though they were the ones who acted maliciously. This projection is not just a defense mechanism, but a way to maintain their inflated sense of self-worth. By shifting the blame and seeing themselves as victims, narcissists can avoid confronting their own shortcomings and continue to manipulate those around them. Emotional turmoil and lack of self-awareness. Understanding the narcissist's mindset is crucial. They are typically driven by a deep-seated lack of self-awareness and an intense need for external validation. Their behavior often revolves around maintaining an inflated self-image and avoiding any situations that might challenge their perceived superiority. Narcissists are generally uninterested in anything beyond their own desires and needs. They lack the ability to reflect on their behavior or consider the impact of their actions on others. This lack of self-awareness makes it challenging to have meaningful interactions with them and contributes to their tendency to engage in destructive behaviors. When faced with criticism or the end of a relationship, narcissists often use manipulative strategies to protect their ego and deflect responsibility. Gaslighting is one such technique, where they manipulate reality to make you doubt your own perceptions and feelings. This tactic serves to reinforce their victim narrative and divert attention away from their own faults. In addition to gaslighting, narcissists might use various forms of emotional manipulation to regain control. They might try to create drama, spread rumors, or undermine others to distract from their own failings and to reassert their dominance. The cycle of anger and bitterness. The cycle of anger and bitterness that narcissists exhibit after a breakup is often fueled by their deep-seated insecurities and desire for revenge. Their attempts to reconcile or restore control are frequently tainted by underlying anger and resentment. This cycle perpetuates a state of emotional volatility, making it difficult for them to achieve genuine personal growth or to mend relationships in a meaningful way. In summary, the narcissist's reaction to the end of a relationship is a complex interplay of manipulation, projection, and emotional instability. By understanding these dynamics, individuals can better navigate their interactions with narcissists, protect themselves from further harm, and maintain their own emotional well-being. Navigating relationships with narcissists can be challenging, especially when their control over you is threatened. When a narcissist perceives a loss of power or influence, their reactions can be intense and multifaceted, often aimed at reasserting their dominance and undermining your position. One of the primary ways narcissists respond to challenges is by devaluing your achievements. When you achieve success or exhibit personal growth, a narcissist may attempt to belittle your accomplishments to maintain their own sense of superiority. They might highlight minor flaws or mistakes, aiming to overshadow your successes and keep you from feeling too confident. This tactic is designed to ensure you remain dependent on their approval and diminish your sense of self-worth. Manipulating perceptions is another common strategy used by narcissists. They may spread misinformation, gossip, or create false narratives to alter how others view you. By doing so, they aim to erode your credibility and isolate you from potential support systems. This manipulation serves to maintain their dominance and prevent others from validating your perspective or achievements. Aggressive retaliation is a frequent response from narcissists when they face assertiveness or non-compliance. This aggression can manifest in various forms, from direct confrontation to more subtle acts of sabotage. The narcissist's objective is to reassert control and punish you for challenging their authority. This reaction often stems from their inability to handle threats to their ego and control. Emotional manipulation is another tool in the narcissist's arsenal. They may attempt to induce guilt or self-doubt, portraying themselves as the victim in the situation. This manipulation is meant to confuse you and make you question your own actions and decisions, thereby bringing you back under their influence. By shifting the blame onto you, they aim to maintain control and undermine your confidence. Victimization and rewriting history are tactics that narcissists use to avoid responsibility and justify their behavior. When faced with challenges, they may present themselves as the innocent party and depict you as the antagonist. This distortion of reality serves to absolve them of any wrongdoing and maintain their self-image as superior and blameless. To manage interactions with narcissists effectively, it is crucial to establish clear boundaries. define what behaviors are acceptable, and enforce these limits consistently. Narcissists often push boundaries to test how much they can control, so being firm and assertive in maintaining your boundaries is essential. Maintaining emotional distance is another important strategy. By keeping a level-headed perspective, you can avoid being drawn into the narcissist's emotional manipulations. Protecting your emotional well-being involves not letting their actions dictate your feelings or self-worth. Seeking support from friends, family, or mental health professionals can provide valuable perspective and validation. A support network can help you maintain resilience and offer guidance as you navigate interactions with narcissists. Focusing on self-care is vital for recovering from and protecting yourself against the impact of narcissistic behavior. Engage in activities that boost your self-esteem, reduce stress, and foster personal growth. Prioritizing self-care reinforces your sense of identity and well-being. Educating yourself about narcissistic behavior and its underlying dynamics can empower you to handle these relationships more effectively. Understanding their traits, manipulative tactics, and psychological patterns can help you anticipate their strategies and respond in ways that protect your interests. In conclusion, dealing with narcissists requires a combination of self-awareness, assertiveness, and strategic thinking. Recognizing their manipulative tactics and understanding their motivations can help you navigate these complex interactions with greater clarity and resilience. Your engagement in these discussions is invaluable, and we appreciate your commitment to understanding and addressing these critical issues. Thank you for joining us on this journey, and we look forward to continuing to provide valuable insights on navigating relationships with narcissists and other challenging dynamics